Camera gear is expensive. I mean, ridiculously expensive. This video is to help you guys not waste hundreds or even thousands of dollars and to make sure that you spend it on things that are actually worth it. The first item that'll be worth your money is a good key light. I started out by buying a Godox SL60W, then found out I needed more output, so I bought a Godox VL150, and then found out I needed even more and eventually got a VL300. If you do a lot of client work, then having a light as powerful as the Godox VL300 is going to make your job a lot easier, especially when you're trying to get a well-lit shot in a short amount of time. There have been so many situations where I found that getting a good looking shot in the fastest way possible was to use the natural light available to me paired with just my key light. And when you're using the sun as a light, you're gonna need a powerful key light to match it. The other advantage of having brighter lights is that you're gonna be able to diffuse it more and get even softer, more flattering light while still having the output that you need. There are other options like the Aperture 300D or the Forza 300, but the Godox is just as bright as those lights and just as good at a cheaper price. Now, when it comes to YouTube, where you're gonna be shooting in your bedroom or your home office, a dimmer, less expensive light is gonna be more than enough. I broke down how you can get great looking videos with just a $130 light in a previous video, which is linked here in the card and in the show notes below. This second item might be a little bit of a controversial one, but in my opinion, it's absolutely worth it, and that is motorized gimbals. Gimbals are either necessary or very useful if you do any work in the real estate industry, industrial industry, dental, medical, or the tech industry. The reason is because these types of businesses usually want to convey precision and excellence, and the type of shots that you can get with gimbals convey these type of qualities. I recommend getting a heavier duty gimbal instead of a smaller compact size one because the motors are going to be a lot more reliable and precise, and it's going to be future proof if or when you get a bigger camera. Gimbals give you the ability to get the type of shots sliders, jibs, and cranes can get, but at a relatively inexpensive cost and in a much more simple and quick way. When I'm on the job, I often have little time to get B-roll shots, and gimbals just allow me to get a variety of really good looking shots. Speaking of getting a variety of good looking shots in a short amount of time, our next item is a mid-range zoom lens, and preferably one with a low constant aperture. These type of lenses not only allow you to get wide and tight shots quickly, but they also produce high quality images, and their 2.8 apertures allow you to still get good background blur and able to shoot better in low light. Of the 5 different lenses that I own, I use the Tamron 28-75 about 90% of the time on client work because of how convenient it is and how good it looks. I go more in depth on the 3 types of lenses I recommend for videographers and photographers in this video linked here in the card and in the show notes. Our fourth item is a fast video editing computer. All the hype that you hear about the M1 Max are pretty much true. They're not only considerably cheaper than the old Intel Macs, but they're way faster. I've had the original M1 13-inch MacBook Pro since December 2020, and it's been game-changing. I no longer need to transcode 4K video files, which saves tons of storage space because it can read the compressed files with ease. And I no longer need to render each minor edit because playback and scrubbing through the timeline is flawless without doing so. When you don't have to worry about these things, it not only saves you a ton of time, but it allows you to stay in your creative groove while editing. If you haven't noticed yet, the running theme that I have with the camera gear that I've mentioned is saving time without sacrificing quality. The camera gear that you invest in should be making your job easier, and having a good set of wireless mics will do just that. If you're a solo shooter or a 2-man team, these become really invaluable. Wireless systems like the Rode Wireless Go 2s and the DJI wireless mics not only give you good audio, but they're extremely quick to set up on your talent, allow you to transmit 2 sources into 1 receiver, and also allow you to monitor audio from your camera. You can get these systems anywhere from $280 to $350, and they're every bit worth their price. The more solutions you have for recording audio, the better, and these are one of the most versatile audio tools that you can have. If you'd like to learn more about the Rode Wireless Go 2s, I've linked a full video on them here in the card and in the show notes. Links to all the items recommended are below if you'd like to check them out. Let me know what you guys think about this list and leave any comments you guys have about gear. This channel is all about helping you guys make better content. So if you want more videos like this, go ahead and leave a sub. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.